tradition. You can see the high nets to stop the cricket ball smashing the windows of the vicar's house nearby. And if you keep looking to the right, you'll be able to see, I suppose, a typical example of a beautiful medieval English church. This is a lovely example, actually, of a 13th century octagonal tower. And look at the ancient yew trees in the graveyard to the right. Some people claim that these yew trees were used to carve arrows that were used to fight the French at the Battle of Agincourt, because yew wood was often favoured for the manufacture of bows and arrows. Look to the right and you can see a pub called the Royal Stag, which is a reminder of the fact that we are now on the edge of the hunting ground where William the Conqueror hunted for stags 900 years ago. And here in the village centre was once the marketplace where the farmers exchanged goods, now the war memorials for the men of the village who fell during the First and Second World Wars. We're just about to cross the railroad tracks. If you look to your left, you can see Datchet Station. It's rural splendour. This is not the saline estuary that you find in the centre of London. This is the freshwater river. It's not tidal at this point yet. And you can see the marina where later in the summer people hire these cruisers and off they go. It would take about 3 weeks to get to the source of the river in one of those cruisers. Not because the river is very long, it's only about 200, leading into the home of Sir Elton John, to the right now, the singer. This is the gate of Woolacombe, the rural retreat of Sir Elton John. He has a central London residence as well, and he has other homes around the world, but this is his Windsor residence. We are officially now in the Queen's estate. Look to the right, and you'll see this in little embattled castle turret, which is to keep unwelcome attention out of the Queen's estate. High walls, security, prevent the public from venturing beyond this point on the right-hand side. And if you keep looking to the right, you'll see the gates which lead into Frogmore, the Royal Mausoleum, which is only open to the public about 3 days a year. There on the right, the gates of Frogmore, and on the right, the Windsor Farm Shop, which is where the Queen sells her organic produce direct to the public. If I'm in the area, I always pop in. They are the best eggs you can buy anywhere, from the organic chickens which roam freely in the estate, and lots of nice things sold under the label that Prince Charles champions. His duchy products of all kinds of things that are sold there. The house with the red tiled roof was established in the reign of Queen Victoria by Prince Albert as a model farm, a model for farming practices in the Victorian period. And sometimes we see the chickens roaming around, and the Queen has a prize herd of Ayrshire cattle. She also has Jersey and Guernsey cattle, which produce excellent milk and cream, which are sold through the Windsor Farm. This splendid avenue of London, which is Windsor, for her weekend. What about that for an entrance? But that's the private entrance to the castle.
Didn't build a round tower, he actually built a square one. And the story of how round towers arrived here is allegedly in the reign of King Richard I, Richard the Lionheart, who we do know went to the Crusades. And the theory is that when he was in the Holy Land, he saw circular fortresses and brought the idea back, because a circular fortress is better than a square one. By means of defence, you can get a much better field of vision than the corners where the enemy might be able to hide. And particularly This would be the original entrance. We're not allowed to go in this way now because everything beyond that way is private. For horticulture, originally it was for defensive uses. It was built this way. Now, I should explain that there is such a thing as a moat which has no water in it. So when people say, was this full of water once? No, it never was. And the reason is quite simple. Underlying is limestone. Limestone is porous. Even if they lined it with clay, it would hold for a while.